had I a golden thread and needles so fine, I'd weave a magic strand of rainbow design, of rainbow design. Far over the waters I'd reach my magic band to every human being, so they would understand, so they'd understand. In case you're wondering what on earth all these instruments around, obviously I'm not going to play them all. We got some surprises coming. It's kind of country music day on the Rainbow Quest program. Well, you know, we've traveled all around the world. We've had singers from a dozen different countries and in different languages, kind of exploring all the different kinds of peoples that make homemade music. About once a month we come back and touch on home base, at least home base for me, guitar and banjo picking and stuff like that, and that's where we are today. Well, let me start off. Spot I know where no man will go, where the shadows have all the room. I was riding free on the old SP, I'm in a southern tune, when a man come along, made me hush my song, kicked me off away out there. Closed my eyes to the starlit skies, lost myself in dreams. I dreamed the desert sand was a milk and honey land. Then I woke with a start. There was a train coming back on that one-way track, gonna carry me away from here. As she passed me by, I caught her on the fly, climbed in an open door. Then I looked around and saw the desert ground, the spot I'd see no more. As I was riding away, I heard that pale moon say, "So long, pal, it sure gets lonesome here." course, there's all different kinds of country music in these United States, north, south, east, and west. Sometimes you find the same song sung in such a different way you'd think it was a different song. Up in the Adirondack Mountains of New York State, some years back, there was an old lady. Granny Delorme was her name. She taught a friend of mine these old English ballads about a sailor who trying to persuade a girl to marry him. And let me sit down for this. She was an old lady. She always sang in a rocking chair. As I went out one morning early to breathe the sweet and pleasant air, who should I spy but a fair young maiden? She seemed to me like a lily fair. I stepped up to her so quickly saying, would you like to be a sailor's wife? Oh no, kind sir, she boldly answered, I choose to live a sweet single life. What makes you differ from other women? What makes you differ from other kind? For you are sweet, young, beautiful, and handsome, and to marry you I might incline. The truth, kind sir, I'll plainly tell you, I could have been married 5 years ago to one Johnny Riley who left this country. He is the cause of all my woe. Oh, never mind for this Johnny Riley. Oh no, I left out a verse. He courted me both late and early. He courted me both night and day. And then when he had once my affection gained, he left me here and sailed away. Oh, never mind for this Johnny Riley. Oh, come and leave this old English shore. Set sail with me to Pennsylvania. Adieu to Riley forevermore. No, I'll not go with you to Pennsylvania, neither go with you to that distant shore. My heart is with Riley, my long-lost lover, though I may never see him no more. Now, when he saw that she loved him truly, he gave her kisses 1, 2, and 3. Saying, I am Riley, your long-lost lover, and I've come home to marry thee. I've sailed the ocean, gained great promotion. I've laid all my money on the American shore. Come, let us marry, no longer tarry, and and I'll never deceive you anymore. And I suppose I left out a lot of verses even at that. In the old days, you know, people didn't have so many labor-saving devices and had more time. The more labor-saving devices you have, the less time you got. That's some kind of Parkinson's law or something. You may have noticed I'm not picking a banjo. There's a good reason for that. Today, they got all kinds of good banjo pickers around, and I'm going to be listening to them. But they don't have any 12-string guitar pickers, so I'll pick you a little tune. And since this is country music, the song is called Living in the Country. In just a moment, you get to meet the people that play all these instruments here. One of the best bluegrass bands in the country. I guess you know what bluegrass is. It's folk music with overdrive. And it's just all kinds of banjos and fiddles and guitars and so on, steaming away at like an express train. And for many, many years, some friends of mine and people I most admire as musicians have been the Stanley brothers, and they're going to come up here with their friends, the CLINCH Mountain Boys, to back them up. And soon you will see them here playing everything, so stick around.
Shackles on my feet. Takes a word man to sing a word song. Takes a word man to sing a word song. Takes a word man to sing a word song. I'm word now, but I won't be word long. Judge, what'd be my fine? I asked the judge, what'd be my fine? I asked the judge, what'd be my fine? 21 years on the Rocky Mountain line. Takes a word man to sing a word song. Takes a word man to sing a word song. Takes a word man to sing a word song. I'm word now, but I won't be word long. This train that I ride, 16 coaches long. This train that I ride, 16 coaches long. Train that I'm riding, 16 coaches long. The girl I loved on that train gone. Takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long.
Hey, you are listening now to Ralph and Carter Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys. Carter, why don't you introduce all the Clinch Mountain Boys?
Be glad to, Pete. We'll get that done right in a hurry, and let's take the biggest one first. Back here with a guitar from the state of North Carolina is George Shuffler. He's been around with us for... What have you been around with us for? I reckon about 15 years, something like that. And with the fiddle back here behind me, Don, come on around here. Maybe we can get a better view of you. From the state of West Virginia.
Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Point Pleasant. That's on the Ohio River, I believe.
Right.
That's right. Don Miller does a good job with the fiddle there. He's learning. How long have you been playing the fiddle? 20 years?
About that.
Well, you'll learn in another 20. Thank you, Don. Back here with the bass fiddle, clean from the state of Georgia. That's unusual, but he is. And that's Chick Striplin.
Howdy, girls.
It's nice to be on the program with good buddy Pete here and all the other folks that you will see. Do a little banjo picking here. Brother Ralph will take care of that. We let him play one once in a while. And don't anybody write in and request him to play again because we're paying him all we can stand. Now, I believe you're going to play the Clinch Mountain backstep. Is that right?
Right.
All right, that's a little thing there called the Clinch Mountain Backstep. That's a number that Ralph wrote, too, by the way. Made it up out of his own head and had enough wood left to build a fire with.
All right.
Chick, lay that old fiddle down over there. We want to show your best talents here for Pete and all the folks today or tonight.
Best talent is the magazine company posing for clothes.
I didn't know you was a model, Chick.
Oh, yes. No model like me. 1966 sport model, that is.
Oh, I see.
Chick, he told him I was from Georgia, didn't he?
I did. Uh-huh.
He said clean from Georgia.
Right. I'm really building you up here today,
Yeah,
Chick.
you are. I am pretty. I'm from Georgia. I just went to the 3rd grade in Georgia. I don't have much education.
I know that, Chick. Well,
Just went to the 3rd grade down there. Then I come up here and started teaching high school.
watch out now, Chick.
Of course, I didn't last too long at that. I like got run over a while ago, you know it?
No, I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah. There's a woman, I don't know, she was blonde-headed and looked like she might pick a banjo or something, but come by in a big Cadillac, like run over me a while ago.
Is that right?
Yeah. She come scooting down there in front of the station out here.
Yeah.
And she just brushed me, you know, and knocked me back over against the snowbank.
Yeah.
I got up and I said, "You better look out." And she did, at least. She rode about a block and a half and stuck her head out the window and said, "You better look out." I said, "Why? You coming back, honey?" I'm telling you, these women up here, they'll really get you.
Down in Georgia, when you used to sell peanuts on the street, they tell me that you learned an old step called the butter paddle buck and wing. Could you maybe render a little of that?
I might could if I could get you boys to give me just a little dab of
We'll pick.
chicken reel. Ready, boys? Ready, boys? Ready. Of course, when I wear these breeches, I can't do no boogie-woogie. I have to do the baggy-waggy. Now, you boys that go out sometimes and get a little too much to drink, feel like dancing when you come home, but you're afraid you'll wake your battle axe. You dance like this, and you'll be all right. Please do not adjust your set. We'll be back with you. Then when you go out, get one or three too many. Don't care who you wake up. Do it like that.
All right, thank you very much. That's Chick Striplin from Georgia with a little buck and wing dance for you here. Well, in the past 20 years that we worked in this country music, folk music, bluegrass music, or whatever you like, we've always made a practice of singing a hymn. So we'd like to gang around and try one for you now. This is a camp meeting tune, I believe, that we learned a good many years ago. Ralph, if you will, you and George kindly move out here in the front. We'll do one called Jacob's Vision. As Jacob was traveling, weary one day, falling out on a stone for a pillow did he lay. A vision appeared of a ladder so high it stood on the earth while the top reached the sky. Hallelujah to Jesus who died on a tree to raise up this ladder of mercy for me. Press onward, climb upward, the top is in view. There's a crown of bright glory waiting for you. Ladder is tall and yet so well made, stood thousands of years and never decayed. High winds from the heavens may reel and may rock, but the angels they guard it from bottom to top. Hallelujah to Jesus who died on a tree to raise up this ladder of mercy for me. Press onward, climb upward, the top is in view. There's a crown of bright glory waiting for you.
Stanley Brothers and the CLINCH Mountain Boys have got a whole batch more songs. But I'm going to let them rest the bones now for a moment and introduce still another person to our program. Stick around just a few seconds and have some more surprises. For millions of people that listen to the country music programs, there's no need to introduce Cousin Emmy. She's known by millions of fans in Tennessee and Texas and Kentucky and Missouri and about 48 other states. So, Cousin Emmy, you take over.
Thank you, Pete Seeger, and hello, friends everywhere. I'm just tickled to death to be here to visit with you good people. I don't care what state you are or where you're from. I love you all from the bottom of my cotton-picking heart. Now, I'm going to cut you off some old-timey music. If you like it, you let me know and I'll work my fool self to death for you. Proud to have Chick Striplin in the back of me on that bass fiddle. Now, I'm going down that road feeling bad, but neighbors, I never feel bad as long as I'm playing to you good people. Oh, I'm going down the road feeling bad. Oh, I'm going down the road feeling bad. Oh, I'm going down the road feeling bad. And ain't gonna be treated this whole way. Oh, I hear that case whistle blow. Oh, I hear that case whistle blow. Oh, I hear that case whistle blow. Oh, it blows like Chanel blow baseball. I'm going down that road feeling bad, bad, bad. Oh, I'm going down that road feeling bad. Oh, I'm going down that road feeling bad. And ain't gonna be treated this whole way. How am I doing, engineer? Oh, feed me on cornbread and beans. Oh, feed me on cornbread and beans. Oh, feed me on cornbread and beans. And ain't gonna be treated this whole way. I'm going down that road feeling bad, bad, bad. Oh, I'm going down that road feeling bad. Oh, I'm going down that road feeling bad. And ain't gonna be treated this whole way. Oh, I'm going where that chilly wind don't blow. Oh, I'm going where the chilly wind don't blow. Oh, I'm going where the chilly wind don't blow. Oh, it blows like Chanel blow before. I'm going down that road feeling bad, bad, bad. Oh, I'm going down that road feeling bad. Oh, I'm going down that road feeling bad. And ain't gonna be treated this whole way. I'm going where the chilly wind don't blow. Oh, I'm going where the chilly wind don't blow. Oh, I'm going where the chilly wind don't blow. Oh, it blows like Chanel blow before. I'm going down that road feeling bad, bad, bad. Oh, I'm going down that road feeling bad. Oh, I'm going down that road feeling bad. And ain't gonna be treated this whole way. Oh!
Well, what you gonna do next, Cousin Emmy?
Well, Pete, there ain't no telling. I'm just as full of trick as a dog is fleas. You know, you people just been so wonderful to me. Why, I just can't get over it, how nice you've treated me. I'd like to play you an old number, an old traditional number. You know, John Corn stepped on my mandolin a while ago and broke it. But I'm gonna do turkey in the straw for you anyhow, neighbors, bless your hearts. I wish I could jump right through this television and just hug and kiss every one of you looking in. God love you. Little bit of turkey in the straw. Hit me the key of G, fellers. Ooh, I'm a-telling you, you gotta be a little bit off to do this. I feel just like I had a goose struck in the head with a wet corn cob. Thank you, Pete. Now, you know I'd like to have a little square dance here. If you could step over and get me that fiddle. How am I doing, engineer? Cameraman? Oh, bless your bones, I love you all. You never get no credit for nothing, but you work hard, same as the rest of us. Neighbors, you all out there by your televisions and what have you, roll up your britches leg and let's have our square dance.
Cousin Emmy, sit down here a moment. I want to find out more about you. What are the places you've been? What are the things you've done? Where'd you start off? Where are you
Well,
going?
Sir Pete, I'm a-telling you, I've been a-raking about all over the world and part of Kentucky. And I'll tell you, I just meet nice people everywhere I go.
I'm told, though, that you have a whole handful of children, a house full of children you raised.
Well, I've raised 9, put 5 of them through business college, and I've got 7 more to go. And if it hadn't
Now,
been...
wait a moment, that adds up to 12.
Yes, sir, and ain't no telling how many I'll find along the line.
Well, wonderful.
Ain't never had nobody to help me raise them, and I love them, bless their hearts, and they ain't give me no trouble.
Where are they staying now?
Why, there's some of them in Illinois and Kentucky and Tennessee and Georgia. They're just scattered all over and got big families.
That's wonderful.
But I imagine to get around to visit with them. And God has just been wonderful to me, Pete. Wonderful.
I sure like the way you make music out of almost anything there is.
Well, you ain't seen nothing yet get on that
There was
stage
something
and
you
get
told me to
started.
stuff in my pocket before we came on this show, and I still like to know what and how and why.
Well, I reckon, fellas, he's got me on the spot kindly. But that's a little old rubber glove. I learned this when I was a little girl. Back in Kentucky, chopping out corn out in the new ground. Old chick STRIPLIN knows what I'm talking about. And fellas, if you all geared up now, you all kind of give me a little racket there so that people won't, Thank you, hon. You know anything good's worth waiting for, neighbors.
What's going on here? Got a bicycle valve.
Oh, I'm telling you. After you hit that 64 mark, why, it's pretty hard to make it, fellers. Hit me the kid, G. Friends, you've all been wonderful to me, bless your hearts. And I love you so much. You all are my sunshine. Every one of you out there in the TV land, bless you. Hit that kid, G, fellers. Run out there! Oh, mercy.
Cousin Emmy, we got time for one more
What's the matter?
song.
The cow go dry?
Yes, sir. I'm out of milk.
We sing one more song with the banjo?
Yes, sir, I sure will, Mr. Seeger.
All right.
Well, it's been running a little slow here now, fellers. Brace yourself. You've asked for it. I'm going to give it to you. Down Brook was a big bay horse, necking anymore. Rang around footballs like diamonds and gold. Down Brook comes skipping and gone away. Down Brook comes skipping and gone. Down Brook's on the steamboat and Molly on the sea. Down Brook said, Polly can't get ahead of me. Down Brook comes skipping and gone away. Down Brook comes skipping and gone. Down Brook was large and Molly she was small. Down Brook beat Molly for holding the wall. Down Brook comes skipping and gone away. Down Brook comes skipping and gone.
going to ask Cousin Emmy to stick around for just a few minutes, and we're going to ask the Stanley brothers to come back and join us, and we'll see what happens when everybody gets all mixed up together. Stick around, and we'll be right back.
Seeger. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of a girl we're sailing for all the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of him and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. Oh, you once told me here that you love me, and you said that we held the line. But a link in the chain has been broken, leaving me with a sad aching heart. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue heart, who is sailing for the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of the old lady, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. It'd have been better if we both had been never, and this wide weekend world never met. Oh, the pleasure we've all had together, let us try love and learn to forget. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue heart, who is sailing for over the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of him and I wonder if she ever thinks of me.
My goodness. That's all right.
Oh, as you can see, the party is underway. Trouble is, you know, just about as the party gets underway, you got to quit. I think I'm going to sing a song. I wasn't going to try on a banjo. Got the key of D there. Here's an old one. One day I was a ramble down by the seashore. The wind it did whistle, and the water did roar. I spied a fair maiden make a pitiful cry. It sounded so lonesome in the waters nearby, saying I never will marry, I'll be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. See, get that harmony. The shells in the ocean will be my deathbed. The fish in deep waters swim over my head. Plunged her fair body in the water so deep. She closed her pretty blue eyes in the waters to sleep. One more time. I never will marry. I never will marry. I'll be no man's wife. I'll be no man's wife. Expect to live single. I expect to live single all the days of my life, all the days of my shells in the ocean, the shells in the ocean. Be my deathbed, shall be my death. Fish in deep waters, the fish in deep waters swim over my head, swim over my head. Now, Ralph and Carter Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys, your turn.
All right.
What you gonna do?
Let's see, Ralph. What do you want to do now?
How about you singing this old timer called The Single Girl?
The Single Girl. All right, let's try it a little bit, Georgie.
I'd rather be single girl sailing on the sea. Oh, sailing on the sea. Than to be a married girl with a baby on my knee. Oh, with a baby on my knee. Well, a single girl goes to the store and buys. Oh, goes to the store and buys. But a married girl rocks that cradle and cries. Oh, rocks the cradle and cries. Well, a single girl dresses nice and neat. Oh, dresses nice and neat. But a married girl, no shoes on her feet. Oh, no shoes on her feet.
I like those old songs about as much as any in the world.
That's an old one, Pete.
Cousin Emmy, stand up in the spotlight. It's your turn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm going to do a number. I've done some little quickies. I'm going to do one especially for all you little boys and girls. Draw your chairs up close to that television, honey. Old Cousin Emmy loves you more than anything on earth. Tick, tick, bitty, better rack back, baby, bow down. Tick, tick, bitty, better rack back, baby, bow, belongs to me. Tick, tick, bitty, better rack back, baby, scat, don't kitty, push your tails in the gravy. I'll be true to my true love, if be true to me. Tick, tick, tickety, now, 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 bow down. Tick, tick, tickety, now, 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 bow, belongs to me. Tick, tick, tickety, now, 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 wanna catch a bow, but I don't know how. I'll be true to my true love, if be true to me. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, bop, bow down. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, bop, bow, belongs to me. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, bop. Hey, little boy, let me chew your gum. I'll be true to my true love, if be true to me. Tick, tack, beat a better rack back, baby, bow down. Tick, tack, beat a better rack back, David, bow, belongs to me. Tick, tack, beat a better rack back, David. Meow. Scat, don't kitty, push your tails in the gravy. I'll be true to my true love, if be true to me.
Now, I don't know how many minutes we got left, but I was thinking, you all out there, wherever you are, there's an old tune that you could hum along with us. Key of G, friends. Key of G, friends. And we'll dedicate this to all the country people that ever had to move to the big city, got lonesome for where they were brought up. I'm with you. Down in the valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow, love, hear the wind blow, love, sing it with me, hear the wind blow, sunshine, is love's sunshine. Violets loved you, angels in heaven, angels in heaven. No, I love you, no, I love you, no, I love you, dear. No, I love you, dear. No, I love you, no, I love you. Angels in heaven, angels in heaven. No, I love you. If you don't love me, if you don't love me, love whom you please, love whom you please. Throw your arms round me, throw your arms round me. Give my heart ease, give my heart ease, love. Give my heart ease, love. Give my heart ease. Throw your arms round, throw your arms round me. Give my heart ease. I really hope you're humming along with us. Music is an awful lot more fun when you get in on it yourself. Play that tune. Build me a castle 40 feet high, so I can see him as he rides by. Build me a castle 40 feet high, so I can see him as he rides by, as he rides by, as he rides by, love, as he rides by, so I can see him as he rides by. And maybe one verse for all the people in the world who feel themselves caught in a kind of a trap. Because in a way, all of us, nobody's completely free in this world. Write me a letter, send it by mail. Write me a letter, send it by mail. Send it in care, send it in care of Birmingham jail, Birmingham jail, Birmingham jail, love. Birmingham jail, love. Birmingham jail. Send it in care of Birmingham. Oh, had I a golden thread and needle so fine, I'd weave a magic strand of rainbow design, of rainbow design. In it I'd weave the bravery of women giving birth. In it I'd weave the innocence of children over all the earth, children of all earth. Far over the waters I'd reach my magic band to every city, through every single land, through every land.